Hello and welcome, I'm Lloyd and this is the Dressing Gown Diary. Unfortunately, due to it being Valentine's, the boys have decided they've got to take their girls out, so you're left just with me. What a weekend of rugby we had. There was so much going on. Could Ireland find a way to win again? Could Scotland continue their progress? Well, that was answered pretty emphatically. What we saw was Ireland being very pragmatic. They started very, very well, but Scotland found a way back in, but couldn't quite close it out. Couldn't find a way of scoring those necessary points. A good example was late on in the first half, just before half-time, where Ireland were on their 5-metre line, but yet held out. Scotland couldn't find a way over the line, which was problematic for them. The same thing happened in the second half. There were a lot of mistakes. This was kind of a typical experience that you're looking at a Scotland team that threatened to be good, but can't win, and an Ireland team that don't do that much but find a way over the line. It was all very pragmatic, it was all very traditional. Then we moved on to Rome, where we saw a Welsh team that had so many changes, and they started reasonably well. There was a bit of fluidity in the first 10-15 minutes, slow accumulation of points with penalties, bigger in at 10, looking to dictate the play. And then Wales seemed to lose touch of what they were doing. Allowed Italy back in. Italy scored a try just before half-time. So it was 10-12. Wales did finally pull away with the only try with Josh Adams scoring. But there were other opportunities that went begging. Wales seemed to lack the cutting edge. The changes didn't really bring it together. Italy batted away and scored 2 decent tries in the end. So Gatland will have some concerns. But from a Welsh one where it looked like their squad was much bigger, it was found out on Saturday that actually it wasn't as big as they first thought. There was no one really that put their hands up and went, I need to be playing against England. Gatland's post-match interview was quite interesting as well when he was asked, well, you know, how do you think the game went? And he replied, well, if we play like that against England, it's going to be embarrassing. But then with a cheeky grin said, but we won't play like that though, will we? It was interesting, but it was really just a hit out for the second team, for the Welsh second team, and we didn't really learn much. But they'll be disappointed to not come away with a bonus point win from Rome. The weekend finished off with an absolute demolition of France at Twickenham. England really have hit the ground running this Six Nations. I mean, Huget, what are you doing? You were playing at 15, but at no point during the game was he deep back. So Farrell just kept kicking behind, letting the French players turn. It's a big pack, they're not very mobile, so it's no surprise that they were struggling. England's running chase game is very, very strong with Elliot Daly, Johnny May and Chris Ashton performing very, very well under the high ball. The kicking game from both Young, Slade and Farrell was very, very strong, and France just got absolutely blown away. Eddie Jones will be quietly, well, he's not even quietly confident, he's very confident now. This is the difference that the Vinopola brothers and Tuolangi bring, that extra bit of bite in midfield. Marco Vinopola is out now for this, I believe, the Six Nations, but at the very minimum the Wales game. But England will be very, very enthusiastic about crossing the Severn Bridge in a week's time to take on a Welsh team who've yet to really hit form. So let's just have a little summary of where I think we're at in terms of the Six Nations. Well, Italy have actually scored more tries than they have done in a long time. They've got 5 on the board already, but they haven't really pushed either of the oppositions that they placed in terms of Scotland or Wales. France just look atrocious. They threw away the game against Wales. They were absolutely spanked by England. So real questions of what they can find in the remaining fixtures. Next up in the table, Scotland, 1-1, lost 1. Similar sort of thing. Okay, they dispatched Italy pretty easily. Had chances against Ireland, and it's kind of a typical Scottish performance. Played well, didn't get the returns. Ireland back in the saddle, still have aspirations of the title, but they're going to need Wales to beat England a week on Saturday. Wales reasonably confident. Lee Halfpenny coming back in, but at the end of the day, it's 2 away wins. In the Six Nations, away wins are hard to come by. So that is progress. And England, well, they're a long way ahead of anyone else at the moment. They are playing aggressive rugby, playing exceptionally well. So it really is, for this off weekend, an opportunity to take stock, review, and then see how we go. But clearly, the game in Cardiff next weekend on Saturday is monumental. What a battle that is going to be. So I won't spend too much time talking about the preview for that. But for now, ladies and gents, this is the Dressing Gown Diary. Over and out.